Bless you all. Let's start with theme 3, the introduction to the third part which has been given in your lesson. But before that, let's again have a recap. I've already said you that we are supposed to study the history in a chronological way, in a sequence. So again and again, I'm having that sequence in front of you. We had started our studies with the Bronze Age civilization, the Harappan civilization, that was the Indus Valley civilization. You came to know about the town planning, you came to know about the society during the Bronze Age civilization. You came to know that agriculture was practiced. You came to know about various cities and the excavation related to those cities. After that, we started with the Mahajanapadas. The theme second start with the Mahajanapadas, how the Magadhas came, Mauryas, then the inscriptions when we started getting the written records. Ashoka was the first emperor to talk to the people in the form of inscription. I've given you the map also. There are many major pillar inscriptions given by Ashoka, the major rock edicts that is called as. In theme 3, we are going to study about the society, the overall society. Exactly, I've said you that history is something related to the decision making. For example, what you are knowing about the caste system, what you are knowing about the society, the dominance of the male, how it started, how it emerged. The theme 3 gives you a picture of that. If you come to the date wise, again the sequence is very, very clear. The Harappan civilization emerged around 2600 BC to around 1700 BCE, that is called as. After that, around 1500 BCE, the Aryans started coming to India. The Rig Veda, the later Vedic period, that is from around 1000 BCE. In that period, the various Vedas, the Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, Athar Veda, they were composed, and we come to know about the society because of all those texts. Then from around 600 BCE, the remarkable changes started emerging in India. The iron was discovered around 800 BCE, and the frequent use of the iron started. This use of the iron led to increase in the agriculture production. It also led to the rise of the kings, the Mahajanapadas, that is called as 16 Mahajanapadas you have seen in theme 2. In theme 3, basically we are going to study about the society and also the various issues related to the society, the social and the economic aspect, basically the social aspect of the ancient India. The theme 2 is basically the outline part is given in your book. I want that the student should have a clear chronology related to that. First, around 600 BCE, there was remarkable changes in India. There was rise of Mahajanapadas. Magadha emerged as a most important Mahajanapadas. Chandragupta Maurya, you must have heard, he was the first renowned ruler of Magadha. I'm not saying the first, he was renowned. We come to know about Chandragupta Maurya because of the Megasthenes. Around 326 BC, it is said that Alexander had come to India, and that time a ruler called Sandrocotus was ruling India, and the Greek translation for Sandrocotus we correlate with Chandragupta Maurya. Megasthenes came to his court. He described about the administration of the Magadha. Around 230 BC, Ashoka became the emperor. BCE, Ashoka became the emperor. He started the administration in a proper way. The capital was Patliputra. Beforehand, the capital of Magadha was Rajgir, and later on it was shifted to Patliputra, which was called as Jalaldurg. It was surrounded three sides by water. Around 185 BC, BCE, the Mauryan dynasty came to end. During that time, around this period, around 185 after 185 BCE, again we have some invaders from the northwest part of India, the Shakas, the Kushanas. They came and they started establishing themselves in India. From around 100 BCE to around 300 or 400 CE, that is AD we call, CE means after the birth of the Christ, India was not having a complete empire. For example, the Shakas, they established themselves in the western part. The Kushanas, they established themselves from the western to till Allahabad. There were many other local rulers also. For example, the Satavahanas, they were in the western and the south India. So there was not a full-fledged empire. Again, the empire emerged during the Gupta rulers. Chandragupta, Vikramaditya, had the title of Vikramaditya. The Gupta rulers again established their strong hold on the Indian empire, and they established a strong monarchical empire in India. After that, after Guptas, again the Harshvardhan came. He also established his empire during 606 CE, that is called as he was the ruler. And after that, around 800, 900 CE, the invasion has started, and around 1000 CE, the invaders from northwest started coming, and Muhammad Ghazni, Muhammad Ghori, they started, and the Turkish rule was established. That is in the second book. I again repeat everything. We have started from the Bronze Age, then the Rig Vedic people, then the Mahajanapadas, the Mauryas, then end of the Mauryas, then small rulers, Shakas, Kushanas, Pratiharas, Satavahanas, they established their strongholds in India. Again the Guptas emerged around 308 CE, the Guptas had emerged. They established their stronghold, and slowly around 600 CE, Harshvardhan was he's called sometimes called as the last great Hindu ruler of India. After that, the invaders again from around 800 CE, they started coming around 1000 CE. The invasion started, and Muhammad Ghazni, Muhammad Ghori, and later on the Turkish rule was established around 1121 CE in India. That is in the second book. While studying theme 3, few things has to be noted down. For example, there are 2-3 pages given about the Mahabharata. It is a very extensive work. You'll be amazed to know that Mahabharata has been written in many languages, and different interpretations are there. Around 1919, for the first time, the study of Mahabharata started. The British historians, British and the Indian historians, they came together and they started the research work of the Mahabharata. Mahabharata is not considered as the historical source, because whatever is given in the Mahabharata text is not correlated with the archaeological evidence. For example, around 1930s, the excavation was done at a place near Hastinapur, which was the capital of where the Mahabharata was there. But the archaeological evidence do not correlate with the type of society which has been shown in the Mahabharata. One more problem was there, that Mahabharata was not in a chronology. In some of the texts it is said that the time was not mentioned in Mahabharata. Means it was said that Lord Krishna came to Dhritarashtra and he said that the war will be like this, and the description of Mahabharata was there. So exact chronology is not there, but it is the most important epic. And by studying Mahabharata, we come to know about the society of India. For example, the rules of marriages. There were 6 types of marriage system in ancient India. The Varna system had emerged during the Vedic period itself. The Varna system was emerged in the last mandal, last chapter of Rig Veda. The four Varnas are mentioned. The Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishya and the Shudras are mentioned. They were all assigned their own work. The Gotra system had emerged. How the Gotra system from the Vedic period emerged, and the system is now prevalent till now. So while studying theme 3, you have to just go through the textbook, which is very, very important. All these studies of theme 3 is based on some Mahabharata, some Dharma Sutras. There are many Smritis also written. For example, Manu Smriti was written around 100 CE, 1 CE, and in that the society was described. The patriarchal society, the dominance of male was also established during the Vedic period and later on till the Guptas, till the Harshvardhan you can say. But there were some areas where the mother was very important. For example, we have a reference about the Satvahana king. The name of the king was Gautam Putra Satyakarni. So that Gautam Putra means Gautami was the name of his mother. So it is also mentioned. So all about the society and everything we are going to study in theme 3. So heading wise you have to go through that. And it's very easy and very simple, but once you have to go through. The last thing, I'm understanding what problem you are facing. But again I am saying you, arrange your studies. The arrangement is very important. As I have arranged, chapter 1, Harappan civilization, is Bronze Age civilization. Bronze Age में कैसा society होता होगा? भाई agriculture ज़्यादा develop नहीं होगा, शहर बनने शुरू होंगे. If you remember the Mesopotamian, थोड़ा सा correlate करेंगे. The Vedic period started, iron was discovered, Mahajanapadas, then rise of Magdas, then the Guptas. The Gupta rule is not much mentioned in your textbook right now, but the theory of kingship which emerged. For example, Ashoka, the name Ashoka is not mentioned in any of the inscription. There is a pillar inscription, a rock edict inscription is at Maski. It's near Andhra Pradesh, I think so. In that, the inscription was there and it was written Deva Priya. The title of the king was, the king was mentioned as Deva Priya, means the favorite of the god. So how the theory of kingship emerged? I have said you in class 11th also, that initial period when king became powerful, they were considered as the representative of the god. So all these things you have to get arranged, and it's not so difficult. It's a very, very easy thing, you can do that. Arrangement is very, very important. I have given you the assignments also. What you do, plan out the assignment. Plan out all things. The map work is also given. I have said that the map thing which you are supposed to study for theme 2, the 2 maps are given. That is also very important. You do that also. Arrange yourself. Then I'll come with the more detailed part of the theme 3 which has been given. But before I end, let me say you one very, very simple thing. There was a millionaire, billionaire. He was having everything. Lots of money, everything. But one problem he was having, the problem in his eyes. बहुत pain करता था and he visited many hospitals, all the great doctors, कुछ नहीं हुआ. He heard about a monk, and the monk was a specialist in eye treatment. He went to that monk and said that I am having this problem. Whatever you say, I'll do that. Please help me out. Monk said a very simple thing, that koi problem nahi, it will be solved. Only one thing you have to do, you have to see always the green color. और कोई दूसरा कलर आपके सामने नहीं आना चाहिए. The millionaire came back और सारा घर वर जितना था सब चीज़ को green कराया गया. Everything was green. Around 1 month back, the monks came to was visiting that town and he saw the house of that millionaire and said that देखते हैं क्या बात है. जैसे ही वो घर घुसा उसके, जल्दी से उसके नौकर सब आए और green paint उसके ऊपर डाल दिया so that because the man was supposed to see a very green, पूरा सा green जो red कपड़ा था वो सारा green हो गया. The millionaire came. The monk called all the servant and he said a very simple thing, that instead of making everything green, wasting the money on that, पर सिंपल काम करना था कि एक ग्रीन चश्मा इस आदमी को देना था, so that he could see everything green. So don't try to change everything, change yourself. And that instinct is there with you. At this stage of your life, I'm assuring you that each one of you is very important. And if you arrange yourself, if you see the world with your own eyes, you are going to have a tremendous effect on your studies also. Have faith on yourself. Study, arrange yourself. मन से बैठ करके पढ़ाई, that is very very important. 1 घंटे पढ़ना है, you just sit down and study for that 1 hour very seriously, and it's very easy. The words you have supposed to control, and once you are aware about the words, you are going to write the answers in the best way. Please do that. I'll come to the next.